Hey everyone, this is Austin. Welcome back to another review of Danmachi, and I'm just gonna say this episode was pretty good, and got me hyped for the next one. No doubt. I don't know. I might be just high off the still whole season 2 and season 3 of Shield Hero, but I'm feeling it. I'm not gonna lie. But before the video begins, I would like to ask you the question: what does it mean to be a hero? Because that was kind of brought up in the last episode and kind of answered in this. So before we go into the review, tell me in the comments down below. But anyways, let's continue on to the episode. So we see from it's continue on from the last episode. Obviously, we see Belle and Miko kind of just still trying to get away from the pursuers, and Belle just keeps sulking about what Aisha said and is upset with himself because he didn't react. He wasn't a hero, and Belle questions what he should do. And we get to the next part where we see, Hestia showing up to the Familia's place looking for Belle. The guards don't let her through. The district is all closed off, and Lily sees that they don't want Belle to escape. I mean, why would you? They spent all that time to, catch him and do what she did, and poor Hestia she can't do anything. And I love how she starts to freak out because Belle's whole card is in danger, and I'm like, yeah, she knows who Ishtar is, to say the least. It's good to see that little connection. But we go back to how Toad is upset about Belle not being found. Aisha snaps back and says it's because of you. You did what you wanted to, and a girl says, "Who cares? We have to do the ritual tonight. They can't stop us," kind of thing. And very true, not gonna lie. But we see good old Belle is still sulking about what's happening, and his hand starts to glow, and it's obviously the Argonaut skill that he likes to use, but forgets to use sometimes. But yeah, it just he starts to realize what it means to be a hero, what he wants to be. He keeps having that realization, and that's kind of what I like about Belle being the main character. It's a different type of main character we don't see often, and it's refreshing. I love my Nufumi obviously still, but it's new. But we see Miko is back to report that the pursuers are gone, and Belle tells Miko that he's going to save Hurihime. And Miko is just overjoyed with his choice, and they both decide we're going to save her, kind of thing. And it was a nice touching moment, not going to lie. But we see the girls are at the site for the ritual, and Aisha basically gets the question, do you think he's not going to come? He goes, no, I'm pretty sure he's going to come. He just is a adventurer that does not give up, but still says he's not a man. And that, as I said, it just shows that he has room to grow, which isn't a bad thing at all. And we see, after this whole little discussion, Miko comes up with this kind of plan, how they're going to, contact Hurihime, and she'll signal the flare, and we see again, Belle's hand starts to glow, and he says he's going to be her hero. And, he is a hero to himself, and he wants to be the hero that he wants. And he runs to the house and uses Firebolt, and he's basically the distraction. He makes his own door, thermite kind of thing. I had to make that joke from Siege. But anyways, this man he's taking everyone out like they're nothing. And we see the Welf and crew start their invasion too. And I just want to mention one thing. Interesting how he has Firebolt and Zeus Lightning Bolt. Just just gonna put that out there. I haven't read the light novel or the manga, so that's just my theory. Just putting it out there for you guys to think about. But anyways, he does his job, and we see kind of Miko make her advancement to Hurihime and trying to get information. I'm going to call her Snake now after seeing what she just did, because she's a weapon that surpasses the Metal Gear. I had to make the joke. I'm a big Metal Gear fan if you haven't noticed. But yeah. Anyways, just really interesting how she got the information out like nothing, and supposedly Hurihime is in the Hanging Gardens, and obviously if you know the Seven World Wonders, you'll know what I'm talking, or what they were talking about, not me. But it'd be nice to make an anime, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, we see basically this whole thing just spiral right here, and Toad kind of tells everyone that Belle is back, and we see Hurihime get up because she's worried about him, but they hold her down so she doesn't escape. And we see Aisha is going to be the one to fight Belle. And we see Belle run into good old Toad when he's making his way through everything. And Toad just, swats his firebolt like it was nothing. And she sends Belle flying. And Aisha tells Belle that he's done well. And now we have Belle versus Toad versus Aisha kind of thing. but you know, 2 against 1, and we see Ishtar just come out of nowhere and tell everyone to stand down and to go to the ritual. And I'm just like, yeah, they won't defy their goddesses. And we see Belle ask the question that we all want to know: why does Haruhime have to do what she has to do? She tells him that basically the power that she has is worthwhile, and she wants to defeat the Freya Familia. Basically, she's using, you know, her as a tool, and Ishtar is mad because the simple fact that everyone calls Freya beautiful but not her, and she's very petty, and Bella keeps getting more and more angry, and you know, Ishtar has one of her guards hold Belle down, and they bring up Hestia's real lore in this, you know, which her real goddess is, which is really nice, and Ishtar is going to get her fill of Belle. Yeah, I had to make that joke. But anyways, we see Freya gets informed about the situation, and she's actually going to be coming down. That's not a good thing for, you know, good old Ishtar, to say the least. We get a glimpse of, you know, the forces moving in to the whole situation, and this is where everything gets to a really interesting boiling point, in my opinion, and it just shows that Freya isn't messing around. And going to like the Belle one with, you know, Ishtar freaking out because of his special ability, you know, the how charming divine charms cannot work on him by gods or anything like that, or goddesses. And you know, he takes this opportunity to run, and Ishtar says something interesting. He's mocking me, and I'm guessing Zeus, to say the least, with that one. But that's just my theory on that one. It's a game theory. Yeah, I made that joke. But Belle's pure, as we all know and love, and you know, they all just go to the site with, you know, Haruhime, the girls, and Miko actually shows up to save her. Haruhime kind of just tells Miko what's going on and how she kind of just can't live with herself for what she is and what she was doing, and she kind of tells, you know, Miko that she doesn't want to put Belle in danger, and Miko actually gets attacked and, you know, fails the mission. She pops up the red flare and Belle sees it, but she hasn't quit yet, and I thought that was just, like, this is the perfect embodiment of what a hero is, willing to do anything to save someone for the greater good. And I just really want to talk about how, you know, pure Haruhime is, and I just really like how she kind of reflects on herself a lot more than most characters do in anime, and I feel bad for her. That's honestly really, it's one of those things that gets you thinking. But we see that, you know, obviously they start the ritual, but you know, she stops it, and we see Samira, or however you say her name, is going to actually, you know, fight Miko, and you know, she's a level 3, and we all know how well this is gonna go, and Miko just, she gets her butt handed to her, and I was just like, you know, at least you tried. That's what really counts at the end of the day, that she tried when no one else did, and it's refreshing, to say the least, you know, to see someone not quitting that easily, even though it kind of reminds me of Shonen with certain characters, but it's good to have that kind of character. But nonetheless, continue on with, you know, hearing the whole thing that Toad hears that Belle has escaped. Miko gets back up, the ritual starts. Miko actually remembers what Taki told her about ninjas. She starts a spell, and the whole thing about the ninjas is a true ninja does what the enemy doesn't expect. She uses a spell that kind of just self-destructs everything around her, and we see Belle finally come out to help Haruhime. And this moment right here in the anime, I was just goosebumps, to say the least, just how crazy it was right here. Honestly, guys, like, he came out of nowhere, started running. They, of course, the other girl was going to take the good old ceremony tool and, you know, do what was supposed to be done. But Belle came in and said, "Not today. No, no, no." Bad joke, but he hits saves Haruhime and breaks the stone, and it shatters, and it just, they're all left in awe, like, what do we do now? Kind of like me when I wake up every day. But anyways, all the bad jokes aside, the episode was pretty interesting. I really cannot wait for the next episode. How about you guys? Was this episode hyped? Did it hype you up for the next one? Because I'm pretty sure this next episode is going to be the best episode of the season, and I can't wait, honestly. And I really want to talk about a couple theories before I end the video. It just, It's very interesting how all these charms and everything come up, and how Freya is protecting Belle so well. I'm just gonna go with Zeus. That's all I'm gonna say with that one. I haven't read anything, but just gonna put my money on it's something to do with Zeus. But nonetheless, that's the only theory I wanted to quickly talk about. I will see you guys in the next review, which will be the Okasa Online review, and I'll see you then. This is Austin, and I'm signing out. Peace.